Good afternoon, friends. Good day as well, and depending on where you're watching from. Good morning, good evening. If you're new to my channel, my name is Francis Chinedu, and I dearly and awesomely welcome you to my channel. Now, why do I come out this day to make this video? It's still based on the goal and vision and the objective why Ebube Africa Media was formed or was raised. Still on our goals of helping to free the minds of our people from brainwashing or brainwash that goes on in churches in Nigeria and in Africa. Now, why am I coming out today precisely is to talk on what needs to be looked into as a people, as a family. Remember, I always like, share, and put in your comments. That's gonna help a long way in us towards packaging videos and discussions and topics or subjects that we can, look at together as a people. Now, I'm looking at today on a subject that we're going to look at. Churches in Nigeria and Africa has become a cemetery. Some people might be wondering why, this subject. Now, look at it this way. The churches, I've made previous videos where I discuss about GOs and the pastors and the leadership of churches in Africa, mostly Nigeria. Now, how do you explain it that people are gathered together in a building or in a denominational structure in the name of churches? We are, ebullient men, young men and women, people of notable careers, people, graduates and non-graduates, people who have potentials, are kept imprisoned in the name of church or religion. And they are not, they're not meant to be productive anymore by the virtue of the teachings and indoctrination that goes on in these places. Most young men today in these churches when they come in, when they join these denominations, they are meant to join their what is called the church workforce or workers in these places. Now, what do they end up doing? They end up converting these people. For the young men, for the men folk, they use them into becoming pastors, or prophets, or apostles, or whatever they call themselves. Now, most of these people, they have careers. Some of them are medical doctors, some are engineers, some are even skilled workers. In different capacities, they are meaningfully, they were engaged with something. Now, there is a trending language that culminated or got that is common in Nigeria and Africa. That is one resigning his or her means of livelihood, what he or she was doing, mostly the men, not she now. It's just few places you can find women are pastors, but predominantly they are the men folk. They will abandon what they are doing and take to what? And take to what is called full-time ministry. Now, watch this. This is encouraging laziness. It's encouraging economic recession. It's encouraging recession, not only in different ways. Especially, this is why Nigeria is dying. People have taken to a shortcut of, they see church now as a short way, or how do I put it? A shortcut to making money or making livelihood, which is encouraging laziness. There is no longer seriousness attached to working or to hard work. I've made a video already of what is trending about Bishop Oyedepo and his pastors, who were hired and who were sacked on the premise that these men are not fruitful. Some of them, maybe the one interviewed publicly, he served barely 1 year, but there are people who have been there in these places called churches, who have been caged in there, serving them for the good number of years. These are able-bodied men that could work or could engage in meaningful work that can yield in something for Nigeria, even engage in business, even engage in the skilled works. But these men were caged in this system called churches, that's why I'm saying that the churches have become cemeteries, they have become burial ground, where people's mind, people's capacities, people's talents, potentials are buried in exchange to serve a particular pastor or GO. In the name of serving God, it is not serving God. These men, I call them men, I call them merchants. They are slave merchants in Africa. They have succeeded in building business empires, what I call churchpreneurs, in the name of serving God, in the name of ministry, in the name of raising churches. They claim they are involved in soul winning. And in that video I made, I was able to ask what it means based on what Oyedepo said. Why is he sacking these men and throwing them back to joblessness? These men they are sacking, are they not souls that ought to be groomed and helped, even though they might have failed, even though they couldn't realize his goals and objective, which he claimed was soul winning? Even if they are failures, I believe they have capacities where they can be managed and used to help, if really he is into soul winning. Are they not souls that he sacked? Does he not bother or get bothered that these souls, how would their end be if they are not harnessed properly, if they're not handled properly? Regardless the excuse he might have given why these men were called blatant failures and released out in the streets. These men have nothing doing. They have been faithful, they have been loyal, serving this ministry. And this is the same system that you can see in Nigeria, in all the so-called mega churches and all the ministries. They do the same thing. They copy each other in their system building, with which they cage in our people. They bury talents, they bury potentials of these men and use them to build their churches. And when they are not getting the expected revenue or ROI, which is money, they are serving mammon, then they let them go just that way. So men have become tools to be used for selfish interest in the name of churches. It's very sad, it's very pathetic that these things are what is affecting the growth of Nigeria and the growth of Africa in its entirety. We are enslaving ourselves, using ourselves. Human resources are the greatest wealth one can tap into or can harness to build up any nation or build up any community. But unfortunately in Africa, people are used to be, as tools to be used and dumped. And sad enough, by where we call churches. These things have become so prevalent that we can no longer keep quiet. We can no longer be silenced, and it's not like a business as usual. These are the reasons why voices are rising here and there. And I thank God for the social media, because the bloggers and YouTubers are really helping to raise voices to let these men know that it is no longer business as usual. It's no longer the plague of silence has been broken. We can no longer be silenced. It is a time to voices to arise in Nigeria, in Africa, and speak out against the evils of these men. The young men, women that are being imprisoned in churches must let go to harness their potentials, become useful to society, explore their talents, explore their giftings, understand their purpose and calling in life, and get it actualized and become useful to Nigeria and African economy. Africa, we are people of great value. We are people of great minds. Take for instance, when you see Africans travel abroad, for instance, and they do marvelously well. Why is it happening? Because they have been released into an environment where they can harness themselves. But why are they not becoming useful in Africa? Why are the same environment is not created? Because churches, religion is imprisoning our people. Religion is damaging our people. The minds of our people have been damaged. Apostle Suleiman has to pay dearly for the role he has been playing, for using our people, for damaging the minds of the people, for creating forum or platform for people to become lazy by such preachings like miracle money. It's crazy. Enough is enough. The time has come for us to, every one of us must give voice. It's not a battle between Israel Balogun and the Suleiman. No. It's a battle for all of us. If you are a lover of truth, you have to give your voice to what is happening now in Nigeria. These men think that they have so much built themselves that they cannot be questioned, their teachings cannot be analyzed. He made a video and put it in the public domain, and as such, every one of us have the right to analyze the video. And that's what Israel has done, and then it has become a shenanigan that he thinks that he can silence Israel. It's not. It's not like a Nigeria. We have to cry out. We have to make sure that this evil is stopped. Africa can no longer be enslaved. We can no longer be mesmerized by these evil doctrines and indoctrination that goes on in churches. A lot of these charlatans and pulpit bandits and mafias have been imprisoned, have been enslaved our people, have been enslaving our people for decades. But now enough is enough. And let these men be warned that judgment has come already. God has reason to intervene. That's why it's no longer business as usual. 2021, we'll see more of these charlatans going down, because the people of God must be free. People must be free. And the people have been suffering for decades. But the end has come, because there must be an end someday. So I'm not going to continue. I will put an end here of this video. But please, remember to put in your comments, like and share this video. Let's spread this message. Help let people understand that we are all born to harness our potentials, to understand who we are, to understand our purpose and calling in life, and be able to use them for the betterment of one another, building up a society where we will be free, to help our community to grow, help our countries to grow, our states to grow, help our environment, help Africa to grow. I made a video where I said nobody's going to build Africa than Africans. We are the ones that is going to build our continent. Let us stop waiting for God. It is you and I. When you bring your talent and potential, when you bring what you have, you make an input in wherever you are in different capacities. I do mine. Then we see Africa growing. This is my body. This is our passion. Let's work together and get that realized. I love you all. I thank you for coming and watching this video. And I will see you again soon. Thank you. Shalom. Blessings.